Hello guys, welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. What happened in the last episode? Kenji happened. We ran it on with him for a pretty long time. He was, in the shower naked with man to man. I can't even recall what happened in the last episode because we talked with Kenji for so goddamn long, or like he rambled on with his nonsense about the feminist conspiracy theory and having them having like a big base somewhere in the universe and then taking over the I don't know. But I mean I'm sure Kenji has the backstory, but right now he's just pissing me off. So regardless, we went to bed we got up and went to take a shower after running with Emmy. Yeah, that's what happened. And now we're gonna go to class. That is time I will never get back. I'll get him for this somehow. But right now, I have to get to class. I'm the first person in class today, although I think I'm a little too early. Then again, sitting alone there for 20 minutes sure beats having to suffer that time with Kenji. The combination of fatigue, frustration and boredom starts making me feel very tired. I black out for a second, waking up when my head hits the surface of my desk. Rubbing my forehead, I realize this is as good a reason as any to stay up for now and stop coming to class so early later. Eventually I hear a tapping noise outside in the hallway and Lily's tall figure appears in the doorway. She is not in this class, so she must have some other business. Maybe she's looking for Hanako. Lily stops at the door, looking hesitant as if she was a vampire who can't come in unless invited. I actually just watched Shiki, the anime, and that's so fitting. I consider doing so because she looks rather lonesome standing there. She steps in on her own accord though, after straightening her skirt and shirt collar, as if it was of importance to look prim when entering our classroom. Excuse me. She calls into the quiet classroom with a probing, delicate voice. I realize the silence might unnerve her because of the blindness, so I break it. Good morning, Lily. Hisao, good morning. I didn't hear you come in. I wonder if she thinks it's suspicious I didn't say anything to her before. It's likely. If I were to tell her too big a lie now, it would sink me. Well, I was already here, just asleep until now. Oh, have you seen Hanako today, by any chance? No, she seems to come in only just before the bells ring, or after that. Do you want me to tell her something for you? No, it's fine. It's strange, but I think we're the only two people in the school right now. I didn't hear anyone else on my way here. I shouldn't have gotten up so early today, I guess. You're chastening yourself for doing something that other people should. Punctuality is a good thing. I think so anyway. It's a very busy morning today. The festival is coming up soon, and today is the deadline for event registration, budget reports, and any other official paperwork. It could be that everyone is trying to complete the necessary forms at the last minute. Maybe that is why it's so quiet today. Why do I get scared for everything that relates in some way to Misha? Whether it's a sound, a visual, I don't know, her attitude. Hi, hi! Is that her voice? Hi, hi! Misha pops into the room with Shizune as if on cue, shouting with a loudness that makes Lily visibly flinch. Hi, Hichan! Hi. Look, it's a class representative! Hello! Lily smiles, probably amused by Misha's, or Shizune's, use of the word look. Good morning. Of course, you're not a representative of this class, right? I'm not. Lily seems a little more guarded in her answers to Shizune than she was with me the other day. I guess they really don't get along at all. Then I realized that Lily might actually not know that Shizune is present, and she's trying to detect whether or not she is, to know who she is talking to. For all she knows, she's talking to Misha, but knowing that she and Shizune are practically inseparable, she might accept Shizune being the one that actually talks. Damn, how complicated. I decided to help Lily out, for my own peace of mind, more than anything else. You're here early, Shizune. You were here earlier. You were here even earlier than us. Misha puffs out her cheeks angrily. Why is she getting angry? Does she feel like emotions on Shizune's behalf too? It's not that weird though, that Shizune didn't like my little comment. It's true, I was here earlier than them, so me saying something like that could definitely be misinterpreted as anything. Especially to Shizune, who doesn't have the benefit of hearing tone to gauge intent. Before I start weighing whether or not I should apologize, Shizune has already moved on. Class rep, it's a good thing you're here. We have to talk. The festival is coming in 3 days, right? Every other class has already handed in their projected budget reports to their events, except the first years, except you. Wait, except the first years, except you. Wahaha! There is still time to hand it in, isn't there? Shizune looks a lot like Izuna from No Game No Life with that face. Her art style, like the face, reminds me a lot of Izuna. Today! The deadline is today. You're certainly taking your time, aren't you? If I had it my way, I'd have had all the necessary paperwork days ago, but someone had to say, the deadline, please extend it. Yes, that was me. Planning something on this scale is not a small task, and a week is too small a time frame to accept a whole class to work out such a complex issue completely. Do you want to know what's harder than distributing the funds for one's class event? Handling the same matter for every class in the school and then some. The one who does that is me. Misha puts her hands on her lips and stands up straight. Wow, she's really getting into the role. Lily doesn't look like she's very amused, though. Hey, Shizune, aren't you being a little too hard on her? There's still a whole day left. Please, Hisao, it's alright. Lily seems happy I'm taking her side, but a bit conflicted that I might not think she can take care of herself. If this is about the budget, then I'm disappointed you think I have forgotten about it. I understand how important it is. Then, can I have it, please? She might not have it on her at this exact second. It's not here right now. I asked 2 students to take care of it for me. Students from my class. She emphasizes the last sentence, much to my surprise. She knows about Shizune and Misha's efforts to rope me into the student council? I guess word must have gotten around, so now she's using me as ammo against Shizune. This just gets better and better. It was your responsibility. A budget report isn't something you should just be delegating away. As a class rep, it's your job to be on top of things. This kind of disregard for proper procedure is really just terrible. They completed it, being capable of doing so, but the students have been sick recently, so they could not come to school and give it back to me. If you want, I will apologize on their behalf for getting sick. Okay. Oh my god! What the hell? Although Misha misses Lily's little jab entirely, Shizune doesn't, and she seems torn between being offended, while Lily's daring and jumping for joy at the prospect of a challenge. Lily, don't they live here at the school? That's a 5-minute walk, you know. What could they possibly have that prevents from them taking 5 minutes out of their busy lives to drop off something that will affect the enjoyment of their entire class? Lily opens her mouth to say something, but Shizune closes the gap between them and starts signing furiously, waving her hands around like an orchestra conductor. Misha tries her best to convey the same passion, but can't seem to lose her normal cheerful tone. The result is interesting and somewhat surreal. And what's with that attitude? I said that it's not something you should be delegating away. Are you the class representative or aren't you? Tell me the name of those 2 students. They should have your job if you can't even handle something this simple yourself. One form isn't the full extent of what I am supposed to take care of. Lily's tone is growing slightly impatient, but she's doing a good job of not letting Shizune see how unsettled she is becoming. She's playing her cards close to her chest. Shizune, on the other hand, wraps her fingers cheerfully along the edge of her glasses. Lily can neither hear nor see how excited she is. Of course, you do so much, class rep. It must be so difficult being you. Lily tightens her lips at Misha's words, clearly understanding the intent behind them, even though Misha delivers them without even a hint of the sarcasm which they were meant to have. Shizune and Lily don't like each other, that much is clear, but this seems a little much. It seems like Lily has had enough and is ready to push back. What? Okay. Holy shit. I was actually just discussing the budget report before you came by. You must be very talented to have finished all your student council duties so quickly that you can track me down to make sure I don't forget my own. Are you accusing me of slacking off? It seems you're confusing me with yourself. Holy hell. I don't think so. That would be a very difficult thing for me to do, comparing myself to you. You're right. The difference between us is like heaven and hell. Holy shit, this is savage. And it's not hard to guess which one you might represent. The air between them ripples with the heat of their enmity. Well, not really. They can't disguise it anymore, though. Even Misha looks like she's beginning to understand the real nature of this conversation. That's some enmity if even Misha gets it. Hichan, don't you slack off either. What are you talking about? Aren't you taking part in the festival, Hichan? You are, aren't you? Then, I hope you're going to do a lot more to make sure it goes smoothly than this person. Damn. I don't understand why Shizune is suddenly getting mad at me. I mean, I've been going to classes, but that's pretty much it. I mean, the truth is I haven't really done my part, as per se, if we were to assume by Shizune's standards. Fuck. Which option do I pick? I mean, I feel like my ties to Shizune could go sour if I said hey, come on, cut me and Lily some slack. But then again, the topmost option isn't any better either. I mean, if I pick the bottommost option, I'll be taking Lily's side. But the topmost option would be that I'm gonna stay neutral. Fuck. I mean, I'm gonna say I've done my part. It sounds douchey, but I don't know how this is gonna go. Why am I being dragged into this again? I've done more than enough, I think. If you're angry with Lily, that has nothing to do with me. Now, wait a second. Are you implying the president is more right in scolding me than yourself? No! Fuck, I'm so bad with the choices. Damn, I think I could have worded that better. No, I don't know about that, but, I mean... What are you saying, Hichan? It's just that I hardly think it's fair you can say that, seeing that I've helped you guys. The mood has changed. This is like a showdown between two gunfighters now. Well, it was like that before too, but this time Shizune's focus is on me. And so is Lily's, though she keeps quiet. I'm afraid I inadvertently pissed her off. Yeah. Sorry. Are you saying I'm wrong? What a dangerous situation. Like, I would pay $1 million to be anywhere but here right now. It's too early to argue with you. Yes, I think it's unfair of you to get on my case. Hichan, you want too much, but you have a point. Okay. You're not lazy, Hichan. Shizune pushes her glass up with her thumb, almost approvingly. That's good. If you're not useless, you shouldn't let anyone say you are. But the next time I say it, it'll really be because you are disappointing me like Miss Class Rep here, so don't let this go to your head. Lily takes the jab silently, a venomous visage frozen on her face. Class Rep! Shichan says, don't forget that report, please. I won't. Would that be all? Yep. Then, good day to you all. Her voice would cut the air of the classroom into half if it was more tangible. Lily leaves the room, understandably in a bad mood, but still managing to be as poised and calm as usual. Shizune, you really did go a little too far today. It's true, Shichan, just a little. If I had been expecting Shizune to grudgingly admit I have a point there as well, I think I was expecting too much. She doesn't respond. Ha ha ha! Shichan thinks you should mind your own business. Hichan, we have a few last-minute things to take care of before class. We won't be late, so can you please cover for us? Well, why me? You can just say that you're the class rep and go deal with the festival stuff. Yeah. Okay. Perfect! Yay! Okay! Thanks, Hichan! They walk outside even though there are only 10 minutes left before the bell will ring, signaling the start of the class. Hanako doesn't come to the morning class at all, leaving her seat looking empty and lonely in the back of the classroom. I have to tell her that Lily was looking for her if I see her later. After the events of this morning, class is pretty boring in comparison. I turn the pages of my textbook lazily. We've been covering the same amount of pages each day, so reading ahead is more or less giving myself a preview of what tomorrow's lesson will be about. The clock at the front of the room sounds unbearably loud. The teacher The teacher hasn't said anything in over 7 minutes, instead opting to cover the board in rows and rows of equations taken directly from the book. The rhythmic clashing of chalk on the blackboard seemed to synchronize perfectly with the ticking of the clock. I start to copy down the equations just to pass the time, not noticing Misha's head blocking over my shoulder until she's almost on top of me. What are you doing? I try to strike a balance between being quiet enough not to draw attention to myself, but also loud enough to draw hers.
Hee! What are you doing, Hitchin?
Panic shoots through me as Misha starts talking at her normal volume, and I sputter out a hasty reply, still keeping my voice down despite the fact that she just blew my hope of being discreet I may have had. I'm copying down that stuff. What are you doing? Why so loud?
Oh, really? But it's all in the book. That's why no one else is copying it down.
I know. Why are you so loud?
Why are you so quiet, Hitchin? It's hard to hear you.
I look around to see if anyone is noticing our conversation, and it's pretty obvious everyone has, even the teacher. Shizune smiles coyly, and I start to wonder if Misha is doing this because she told her to. Is it because of what happened between her and Lily earlier? This is what I get for trying to be reasonable? For trying to take the middle path? Shizune is way too prideful, although by now I should know to expect that kind of behavior from her.
Why are you doing this? Huh?
Misha is totally oblivious to the awkward stare the teacher is giving both of us, while trying to balance her textbook on one finger. For a brief second it looks like as if things could get ugly, but the teacher simply looks away, as if it's not worth the trouble. I guess this is a good thing, and I slump back in my seat in relief. The rest of the day passes uneventfully, and this time I'm able to appreciate that it does. When the bell rings, I'm not in a hurry, so I stay for a while, reviewing what we covered in class today. I prefer to leave last anyway, so I don't have to deal with crowding in the hallways. I notice Shizune and Misha have also stayed behind, talking to someone from another class. Shizune is signing so fast that her hands make noises like swords cutting through the air. Misha is trying desperately to keep up, but it's clear she can barely manage to even understand her. I put my head down. Whatever they're discussing, it looks like serious business, probably way over my head. Not just that, but Shizune also seems angry, although it could just be her normal severity making it appear so. Shizune signs to the point where her wrists crackle, and Misha struggles to spit it out in word form. Sometimes she trips over herself like she's dealing with tongue twisters, and then on top of that she has to sign back anything the other girl says. Seems like a rough job. Misha looks tired, like she's about to faint. Luckily for her, their business is soon finished, and the girls sit down on their seats again.
Ah, I'm so tired.
She's hanging her head limply on her desk, looking exhausted. Festival preparations must be tough on you. Indeed, the people in the school seem to be taking the festival very seriously. Whenever I see people idling around before and after the classes, they're always talking about their plans for it. It's kind of neat to see everyone being so enthusiastic about it. I'm probably the only one who doesn't have something to do. Shizune starts signing at me, and Misha perks up, looking at her hands with slightly unfocused eyes. She sighs with harsh, heavy, dramatic strokes. Signs, sorry. Misha translates her signing into speech for me. She does it so well, it's almost like Shizune is actually speaking, transmitting her thoughts directly through Misha.
Well, we're in the student council, you know, so we're pretty busy.
Sarcasm?
Huh?
The tone of Shizune's actions make me think she's speaking with disdain, but Misha interprets it normally, replacing whatever intent may have been there with her own chipper twist of things. It's still disorienting, and I don't think I'll ever get used to it. Never mind. How could I forget with you two trying to get me to join at least twice a day?
But Hichan, some could say the work is too much. It'd be nice if students were to show a little more support for their leadership, some appreciation to the ones who are working so hard to make it all possible.
Well, that's true.
Maybe, for example, a little help? That's asking too much, is it? Yep, help would be appreciated from students like you.
Of course, me.
If students would show their dedication and school spirit and offer some help, well, I don't exactly need it. But I wouldn't necessarily refuse it, so it would be nice if someone would. Oh, hello!
Who is this?
Ah, Hanako.
I look over my shoulder and see Hanako peering timidly into the classroom, most of her body hidden behind the door.
Hey, playing the linguine again?
Hanako blushes hard at Misha's straightforward jab, even if it was only in jest.
Oh.
Shizune stares at her probingly, causing Hanako to look down and start backing away to the point where only her fingers can be seen wrapped nervously around the edge of the door. Maybe she's showing her dislike of Hanako by association of her dislike of Lily. It appears so, and Hanako probably knows it as well. They seem to have momentarily forgotten about trying to get me to stay for the rest of the day. What is it, Hanako?
Has Lily been here? Sorry, Sato's not here. She came by in the morning, though.
Hanako keeps looking uneasily at Shizune, who stares back at her with her usual studying gaze. What is she trying to do? Of course, Shizune isn't going to look away, and she's intimidating enough as it is, so I can only imagine how terrified Hanako would be. It is a little funny though, watching Hanako's reaction to Shizune's normal behavior. This is what happens when two people of two different extremes meet, it seems.
Do you know where she is?
That was a voice crack.
If she has any sense in her head, she's in her classroom, working on her festival project. Who knows where that woman is loitering at? She might be slacking off somewhere, just like Hit-chan. Wahaha!
Damn, what is it with Shizune and her need to point out stuff like this? Hanako nods quickly and retreats with haste.
What were we talking about? Oh yeah, we are working really hard to make the festival happen. And driving other people insane along
the way. Well, good luck with that. I stand up to leave, making my exit before either of them makes to berate me any more for slacking off. Okay, I think that's where we're going to leave this episode of Katawa Shoujo. Thank you very much, you guys, for watching. We actually got to see our first kinda rival, well, not rivalry, but like straight up enmity between Lily and Shizune, with a cool little graphic as well. If you did enjoy this episode, please do drop a like, a comment, or maybe even a subscription. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys in my next video.